Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're talking about masks. Not the kind you wear on Halloween, but the kind that sends shivers down your spine. Masks that whisper tales of plagues, demons, and hidden identities. Masks that have haunted humanity for centuries. Prepare yourself, because tonight we're diving into the stories behind three of the creepiest masks ever known. If you're brave enough to join me, turn down the lights, hold your breath, and let's begin. The year is 1347. The Black Death, a plague so devastating it would wipe out nearly half of Europe's population, is sweeping across the land. This pandemic, unlike any other, leaves a trail of death and despair in its wake. Imagine, if you will, the stench of death clinging to the air, the cries of the sick and dying echoing through the streets. The once bustling towns are now ghostly, filled with the moans of the afflicted and the silence of the departed. Amid this nightmare, a chilling figure emerges, the plague doctor. These men, tasked with the impossible, walk the streets like grim sentinels. Clad head to toe in waxed leather, the plague doctor was a grim reaper, a harbinger of death. Their appearance alone was enough to send shivers down the spine of anyone who crossed their path. But the most unsettling feature of all was the mask. This mask, with its haunting design, was both a tool and a symbol. Picture this. A long, beak-like nose extending outwards like a grotesque bird. This eerie visage was meant to protect, but it also served to instill fear. This wasn't just for show. The beak was packed with aromatic herbs and spices, a feeble attempt to ward off the pestilence that hung heavy in the air. They believed these scents could purify the air and protect them from the deadly miasma. They believed the bad air or miasma carried the disease. This theory, though incorrect, was the best understanding they had at the time. The herbs, they thought, would purify the air they breathed. It was a desperate measure in desperate times, but the truth was far more terrifying. The plague was spread by fleas, carried by rats. These tiny creatures were the true harbingers of death, unseen and unstoppable. The masks, while visually striking, did little to protect the doctors. They were as vulnerable as the people they tried to save. Imagine the terror these masked figures must have instilled in the hearts of the afflicted. To see one approaching was to face the grim reality of the plague. To see the plague doctor at your doorstep was to be marked for death. Their presence was a dire omen, a sign that the end was near. The mask, meant to protect, became a symbol of fear, a chilling reminder of the indiscriminate nature of the plague. It was a symbol that transcended its original purpose. But the plague doctor's mask is more than just a historical curiosity. It represents the lengths to which humanity will go to fight against the unknown. It's a symbol of our own mortality, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable suffering, humanity will always seek ways to combat the darkness. It speaks to our resilience and our fear. The plague doctor's mask, with its haunting visage, continues to captivate and terrify us centuries later. It is a relic of a dark past that still holds power over our imaginations. It serves as a chilling reminder of a time when death stalked the streets and the world held its breath. A time when humanity faced one of its greatest challenges and emerged forever changed. From the plague-ridden streets of medieval Europe, we journey now to the land of the rising sun, where ancient legends and folklore intertwine with reality, creating a rich tapestry of myth and history. Here, among the shadows and whispers of Japanese mythology, we encounter the terrifying visage of the Oni, a creature that has both fascinated and horrified generations. Imagine, if you can, a creature of immense strength and terrifying power, its skin a fiery red or a chilling blue, each color representing different aspects of its fearsome nature. Its horns, like those of a bull, protrude menacingly from its forehead, and its sharp claws could tear through flesh with ease, making it a formidable opponent in any tale. This, my friends, is the Oni, a demon, a yokai, a creature of chaos and violence that has haunted Japanese folklore for centuries, embodying the fears and anxieties of the people. And just as the plague doctor had its mask, so too does the Oni have its terrifying visage, a symbol of its otherworldly power and malevolence. Crafted from wood, these masks are often used in traditional Japanese theater and festivals, bringing to life the legends of these fearsome creatures, allowing the audience to confront their fears in a controlled environment. But don't be fooled by their theatrical origins. The Oni masks, with their grotesque features, are designed to instill fear and respect, reminding us of the power these creatures hold in our collective imagination. Imagine the bulging eyes, wide and bloodshot, staring into your very soul as if they could see the darkest corners of your heart. The fangs bared in a perpetual snarl as if frozen in a moment of primal rage, ready to unleash their fury at any moment. And the horns, oh, the horns, they seem to reach out, threatening to pierce the veil of reality itself, a constant reminder of the thin line between our world and the realm of the supernatural. These masks are not mere representations of demons. They are believed to be imbued with a power of their own, a power that can influence the wearer and those around them. To wear an Oni mask is to invite the fury of the demon into your heart, to unleash the chaos that lies dormant within us all, a chaos that can be both destructive and transformative. But the Oni mask is more than just a symbol of fear and destruction. It is a complex emblem of the human condition, reflecting our deepest fears and our capacity for both good and evil. It also represents the duality of nature, the balance between good and evil that exists within us all, a balance that is constantly shifting and evolving. For every terrifying demon, there is a benevolent spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can still be found and that light can emerge from the shadows. Chapter 3: Behind the Carnival Mask. From the ancient myths and legends of Japan, we now travel to the heart of Renaissance Italy, to the city of canals and secrets, Venice. Here, amidst the grandeur and opulence of the Venetian Carnival, we find our next mask, a symbol of both celebration and unease. Imagine, if you will, a city transformed, where every corner and alleyway is filled with mystery and allure. The streets are alive with music and laughter, masked figures dancing in a whirlwind of color and extravagance, creating an atmosphere of pure enchantment. This is the Carnival of Venice, a time for revelry and abandon, where social rules are suspended and anonymity reigns supreme, allowing people to express their hidden selves. And at the heart of this masked ball, we find our next mask, the Venetian Carnival mask, a true masterpiece of craftsmanship. Crafted from porcelain, leather, or even glass, these masks are the result of meticulous artistry and tradition. These masks are often elaborately decorated with feathers, jewels, and intricate designs, each one telling its own unique story. But behind the beauty and artistry lies a darker truth, a hidden narrative that speaks of human nature. The Venetian Carnival mask, you see, was more than just a fashion statement. It was a powerful tool of transformation. It was a tool of liberation, a way to conceal one's identity and escape the rigid social hierarchy of the time, offering a rare taste of freedom. Imagine the freedom, the anonymity of disappearing into a sea of masked faces where you could be anyone you wish to be. To act on your desires, to indulge in forbidden pleasures, all while hidden behind a mask of your choosing, free from judgment. But this freedom came at a price, a cost that was often hidden in the shadows. The anonymity that the mask provided also bred suspicion and mistrust, creating an undercurrent of tension. Behind the beautiful facades, anyone could be anyone, and nothing was as it seemed. A nobleman could be a pauper, a saint could be a sinner, blurring the lines between reality and illusion. Imagine the unease, the paranoia of not knowing who you were truly dancing with, the constant questioning of identities. Was it a friend, a foe, or someone with more sinister intentions? The mask concealed all. The Venetian Carnival mask, while a symbol of celebration, also served as a reminder of the duality of human nature, the masks we all wear in our daily lives, and the hidden truths they conceal. From the plague-ridden streets of medieval Europe to the demon-haunted forests of Japan and the masked balls of Venice, we've journeyed through history, exploring the stories behind some of the creepiest masks ever known. Each mask, with its unique history and symbolism, offers a glimpse into the human psyche, our fears, our desires, and the masks we all wear in our own lives. Thank you for joining me on this chilling exploration. If you enjoyed this descent into the macabre, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next eerie tale. Until next time, sleep tight and remember, sometimes the most terrifying masks are the ones we wear on the inside.